Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Ben. How are you guys doing today? And I'm back from vacation, although I am uploading this video a day later, so I do apologize for that. But, I'm glad to be back here, and hopefully my schedule for uploading these videos will be more than before. And, I just hope I don't get caught up with anything else, but a lot has been happening lately. But yeah, I'm back. I was back last week and I'm ready to start again this week. So without further ado, let's get started. So what I have for you in this video is actually about an article that I read from a different blog post this time, which is The Verge. And the link will be in the description below. Apparently, Uber CEO hired somebody for an investigation. And during this investigation, they were recording these phone calls, which was actually illegal, and they actually admitted it to the lawyer. And, more information will be in that article below, and the link will be in the description below. So, this guy called Ergo was hired by Uber, and then, he admitted fault, and he also felt, or Uber also felt that the critics of the other lawyer, Meyer, were taking things a little bit too far. And, there's some arguing going back and forth. What basically seemed like, okay, both sides were at fault. And, Ergo's lawyer was arguing with the fact that, okay, the firm wasn't aware that this investigation was tied to a lawsuit. Uber committed an action that was not legal, but their opponents are taking things a little bit too seriously, apparently, and therefore they're going through unnecessary precautions. So there's a little argument between these two parties here. Now, I'm not all that familiar with politics because I don't really pay that much attention when it comes to all the laws, unless if it has something to do with maybe software. I try to understand that a little bit more. In terms of this, I thought this was very interesting because Uber is one of the big companies that I know. And you guys haven't heard of Uber. I'm assuming that you guys don't take taxi rides very often. I don't take taxi rides at all myself, but I do know that Uber is a taxi ride, but it's different from a regular taxi cab with the orange color on the outside and with the taxi logo installed on the top of the car. No, this is basically where employees are hired and they use their own cars, put the Uber logo inside their cars, and basically just drive around giving people rides. And you're doing all this right from your smartphone. You download the Uber app. The same thing with Lyft as well. That's another alternative if you guys wanted that. You use either Uber or Lyft. You use your smartphone, pinpoint a location to where you want to go. Then you wait for your ride to come get you, and that job will be sent to the closest driver that is around you, and then they will come pick you up. Or first they have to accept the job, then they will come pick you up, and you have a choice of cars. I know Lyft is this. I think Lyft is the same way, but I know Uber, you can have a choice of a ride. You can either just ride it in a normal sedan or economy car, or you can then spend a little bit more money and then ride a bigger SUV. You could ride a Tahoe, a Suburban, or an Escalade. If you want to spend the extra money to ride in that bigger vehicle. Of course, if you have the coupon codes from YouTubers that you watch that have their own coupon code for Uber and Lyft, you can use those codes to get yourself free rides. Now, going back to this court deal that's going on, or this court battle that's going on, well, what do you think is going to happen? Well, here's the thing. Like I said before, I'm not that into politics, and I don't know the whole story, the whole rule book. I'm clueless when it comes to that. But what I could see happening is this. Uber might have to face some sort of consequences unless if they can fight for themselves and make their opponent, you know, commit some sort of admit some sort of fault as well, and then maybe they're both at liable against each other. You know, opponent A will have to complete all these duties, and then opponent B will have to complete all these duties. You know, in terms of Uber themselves, what I could see happening is like they might have to pay a huge fine, and they might be filed with a penalty of some sort. You know, I could imagine, okay, they would have to give free rides to everybody for for like a full year or 6 months, and I don't know if it'll go that crazy, but I can't imagine that happening. Uber is going to lose money by doing that, and next thing you know, they might wind up shutting down. I don't know, depending on how their business situation is, you know, in terms of surviving. I don't think anything that drastic is going to happen, but I mean, from what I've seen, companies did have some sort of pretty harsh penalties from what I've seen. And, you know, they're still surviving. There are some that will actually shut down or will still run, but they have to knock off one category of their merchandise. So, I mean, other than that, this thing's ringing. I don't know what's going on. But, you know, other than that, what I'm trying to say here is that, you know, Uber might have to face some pretty big consequences unless they can fight in the court to make it seem like, okay, you know, they are at fault, but their opponent had some fault to admit as well. Therefore, they're trying to get them to, you know, be honest as well. So, what do you guys think? You know, do you guys think that Uber's penalties or consequences can become very, you know, ecstatic? Or do you feel like, okay, it might be just minor fines and tickets and whatnot? You know, maybe they'll lose a patent or something. I don't know. I mean, leave a comment down below. And, you know, my thought is whatever happens, you know, it might be drastic. Who knows? It might not be. I would say in the middle. You know, it can't be extremely drastic where, like, okay, Uber would have to give free rides to everybody for a full year. And if they wind up doing that, I have no idea if they'll be in business within the next year. But I don't think that'll happen. You know, they are going to get penalized for something, and I'm not 100% sure what that is. It could be for all sorts of reasons. So that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, rate, comment. Also check out the description below for my social media links, Twitter, Instagram. I will see you in the next one. Take care.